Picture this: a purple squirrel with a lightning bolt blazing down his skull walks into your town. His catchphrase? Krst. His vibe? Perpetually grumpy. His house? A shrine to rock music. You'd think you just met the Jimi Hendrix of the Animal Crossing universe, right? Wrong. According to fellow villager Bella, via a letter obtained through her Animal Forest E+E card, Static can't actually play the guitar. And yet, there he is, surrounded by folk guitars, metal guitars, rock guitars, electric guitars, enough stringed instruments to outfit an entire festival, while his gold stereo perpetually plays Surfin' KK throughout every iteration of his home across the entire franchise. It's the ultimate poser setup, except Static isn't trying to fool anyone. He's just there, cranky, purple, electrified, vibing to surf rock he didn't make. Static's name derives from the green and yellow lightning bolts streaking down his head, a visual so on the nose it practically comes with its own sound effect. His catchphrase, krzt, is literally the sound of electrical discharge. His favorite sayings include zap and lightning never strikes twice, though anyone who's tried to befriend this cranky squirrel might argue that his mood definitely strikes more than once. In Japan, he goes by Suppaku, which translates to spark, another electricity reference that somehow feels both more straightforward and more punk rock than his English name. Because while static refers to the annoying interference on your TV, spark is the moment the fire actually starts. Static is a purple squirrel featuring a yellow swirl on his tail outlined in green, and a yellow lightning bolt on his head also outlined in green. His eyes perpetually sit at half-mast in what can only be described as disappointed dad mode. The inside of his ears are pale pink, and his paws are a lighter shade of purple than the rest of his body. But here's where it gets weird. In games before New Leaf, his mouth did the opposite of what his eyes did. Angry eyes, smiling mouth. Happy eyes, frowning mouth. It was like his face couldn't decide on an emotion, so it just chose both. This quirk was eventually fixed in New Leaf, making Static slightly less of an emotional paradox, but somehow more consistently grumpy. In the original Dobutsu no Mori, his design was even more unusual. Larger eyes, bigger pupils, a more curved frown, and blue inner ears instead of pink. He's undergone what can only be described as an evolutionary journey toward peak crankiness. Static was born on July 9th, making him a Cancer. For those keeping track of astrology in the Animal Crossing universe, this means Static shares his birthday with Huck, another cranky villager, because apparently July 9th is the cosmic designated day for grouches. But according to gameplay details from New Leaf, Static's dream job is to be a guitarist, and his special talent is backflipping. So we have a squirrel who can't play guitar, but dreams of being a guitarist, and who can apparently execute perfect backflips despite radiating the energy of someone whose back constantly hurts. The contradiction is chef's kiss. He's also the eldest of 8 siblings, which might actually explain the perpetual crankiness. Try being the oldest of 8 and see if you're not sending off cursed energy by the time you're done. Throughout every single Animal Crossing game, Static's house maintains a consistent theme centered on the modern series furniture and rock music. But let's tour his bachelor pad across the ages, shall we? In the original Animal Crossing, Static owned only one item from the modern series, an end table displaying the rare Tom Nook's picture on top. Why does Static have Tom Nook's picture? We may never know. Perhaps they go way back. Perhaps it's an inside joke. Perhaps Static is just sentimental beneath that cranky exterior. The house also featured 2 plants, multiple stereos of various types, plaza wall wallpaper, and steel flooring. Wild World and City Folk saw Static expand his modern furniture collection to include a bed, sofa, and desk, while adding a mountain bike to the mix, because nothing says rock and roll quite like indoor cycling. By New Leaf, his house featured hopscotch floor and steel wall, with a round mini cactus displayed atop his modern desk. The cactus is honestly the most relatable thing about Static. Prickly, low maintenance, thriving on neglect. Across all iterations, one constant remains: guitars. Folk, metal, rock, electric, acoustic. Static collects them all. His house includes the folk, metal, and rock guitar, creating what looks like a legitimate music studio. Strangely, he owns many music-playing devices, but only the golden stereo plays music, forever looping Surfin' KK like the world's most specific Groundhog Day. In Happy Home Designer, his requested theme is Thrill Seeker's Hideaway, which sounds way cooler than the reality of a guy who can't play the instruments he hoards. Static has a cranky personality, often appearing grouchy or agitated. This isn't just flavor text, it's his entire existence. He can become angry if players disagree with him or decline favors, and he frequently challenges players to competitions despite radiating the energy of someone who doesn't actually want to compete. He just wants you to know he could beat you if he tried. He gets along with Jock, Snooty, and other cranky villagers, but struggles with peppy villagers, finding them overstimulating or immature. Imagine being so perpetually exhausted by existence that someone else's enthusiasm physically drains you. That's Static. One of his most iconic New Leaf quotes perfectly captures this energy. "I came barging in on you, but you're all still smiles and pleasantries. You're almost too nice. Gah!" It's the verbal equivalent of showing up uninvited to someone's house and being offended that they're not offended. As a cranky villager, Static appears mature compared to other personality types, which can make him seem belittling and insensitive to other villagers, including the player. But here's the thing about Static. He's not trying to be mean, he's just cosmically tired. When you catch Static at the Roost Cafe, his coffee order reveals hidden depths. He drinks Kilimanjaro with regular milk and 2 spoonfuls of sugar, a surprisingly balanced order for someone whose personality is so unbalanced. And here's a delightful detail. On Halloween, Static is scared by wolves. This electric-themed, guitar-hoarding, backflipping squirrel who radiates tough guy energy is frightened by canines. It's adorable. It's relatable. It's Static. In New Horizons, Static has the music hobby and may sing anywhere without the need of a stereo. So let's recap. Static can't play guitar, but he dreams of being a guitarist. He hoards guitars, he surrounds himself with rock music memorabilia, and he sings spontaneously throughout your island without any musical accompaniment. This is either tragic or inspiring, depending on your perspective. Static is the embodiment of fake it till you make it, except he never makes it. He just keeps faking it with increasingly expensive equipment while singing off-key to Surfing KK for the rest of eternity. His preferred style in New Horizons is active cool, with preferred colors being black-yellow, staying on brand with that electrical aesthetic. He initially wears a melon shirt, which is so off-brand for his punk rock vibe that it loops back around to being perfect. Static has appeared in every Animal Crossing game to date, from Dubutsu no Mori to New Horizons, spanning the GameCube, Nintendo DS, Wii, Nintendo 3DS, mobile, and Nintendo Switch. He's been there through every generation, every console, every update, always cranky, always surrounded by guitars he can't play, always broadcasting those crankiest vibes. He's not the most popular villager, he's not the cutest, he's certainly not the friendliest. But Static represents something profound in the Animal Crossing universe. You don't have to be good at your passion to dedicate your entire aesthetic to it. You don't have to be cheerful to be loved. And sometimes, the most authentic thing you can do is be consistently, unapologetically cranky while surrounded by instruments you cannot play, in a house with steel flooring, listening to the same surf rock song on repeat for 20+ years. Static doesn't need your approval. He has Tom Nook's picture, a mountain bike he probably never rides, and enough guitars to start a band he'll never actually form. He's living his truth, one crank at a time. And honestly, we should all be so brave.